Good morning, world. Although it is literally freezing outside, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, today is a day that I have to start planning ahead. It's almost February, and if I don't make sure that I have everything I need, that my places aren't ready, I'm not going to be able to do a good job as a farmer. So that means making sure a plot is ready for when the plants go in, making sure that I have plenty of resources for repotting plants, and make sure the soil is ready, and make sure there's water available, and try to anticipate when I should start planting things for the next season. Yeah, I gotta start thinking about the next season even right now. So, let's get going. Hi guys. This may not seem like part of the Future Urban Farmer video section. However, it actually is really important. I got a coupon the other day for some money off a vegetable delivery service. And this is the box I got. It's from Misfits Market. Some of you may know I did try Imperfect Produce, which turned out to be pretty fantastic, but it got really expensive with delivery fees. The delivery fees on this were only about $3.50, which makes it perfect for me. And the coupon made it about $30, which is really great. So I'm going to open this up and I'm gonna see what I got. I just asked for some random stuff. I think I took out one item, and I hope that there's gonna be stuff in here, which is good. Now, here's the concern for me. The Imperfect Produce came from Oregon. This box came from Utah. That's a lot of resources. Now, if the box is good enough, I may consider continuing to use Misfits, especially if it's things that I can't get in the grocery store here. The grocery stores here are starting to run out of decent vegetables. So if I can still get decent vegetables through this, I may consider continuing using them. I did not ask for any perishables like eggs or meat. I only asked for vegetables. Let's see. Now, right away, the internal packaging is fluffed woven plastic with a plastic layering. Now I understand that you have to keep the vegetables cool, but this again is another layer of things that I cannot recycle and I cannot use. Arugula. I love arugula. I don't mind it. This is going to be gone in quite a short amount of time. Asparagus. Pretty skinny, so this would definitely not fit on a store shelf, so it is a definite misfit for store shopping. But it's that is a good amount of asparagus right there. Blueberries. Now, what do they look like? They are teeny tiny. They are pretty teeny tiny, so but I would guess that these would sell okay in a store, not great. One lovely giant head of broccoli. Nothing wrong with this broccoli head. Green onions. They look good. Smell good. They're definitely fresh. Celery. This is not quite an item that I use very frequently, but I do like to snack on celery. I like to chop it up and stick it in the freezer and use it in soups and stews. An English cucumber. This is also not something I usually, I will get burpless cucumbers, but I don't think I've had an English cucumber in well over 7-8 years. 2 avocados. Definitely not ripe yet, but those can, those can just sit on the counter and wait until they're ready. Mushrooms. Now I got mushrooms yesterday, but that's okay. These are a very excellent size. That's good. And these are something I definitely cannot get at the store right now. Brussels sprouts. Shay loves Brussels sprouts. So these are going to get used pretty fast. And they look fantastic. They look fairly decent. They're small enough to be tasty, not too big to be woody. And there's a very decent amount of them. So this is what I got for $30. What do you think? Do you think this is a decent size? And how would you rate the packaging and the fact that it had to come all the way from Utah, spending all that, the fuel and time and labor, transport costs? That's a hard decision. If I can get vegetables delivered to me until I can start producing my own, I really like that, especially the nice variety that they've actually gotten to me. I am pretty concerned that it came from Utah. Guess I'll have to think about it.
Good morning, world. It is January 26th. Cook artichokes in an enamel or stainless steel pot. Aluminum or cast iron pots will discolor the vegetables. I guess that could be important. I'm more interested in the taste of the artichokes than what they look like. Now, today, we're going to finally get to plant all my happy little purchases from Baker Creek Seeds. Yay! So, fill up some pots and get going.
Gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Teeny tiny seeds.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Itty bitty seeds. Balloon flower.
You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Back in you go. There we go.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Oh, green. Oh, kind of feathery. Very pleasant with all the sounds of the birds out today. I hear a crow. I hear a pigeon. Of course, I hear the sparrows. A couple more I can't identify. I'll have to look those up. Cosmos. These are the surprising seeds. These are big, long ones. The cosmos are. I can just stick them in like marigolds, I believe. Oh, another bird I've been hearing lately are the seagulls. The seagulls have been chasing each other around. Whoop. You can't get away. You gotta go back in the bag. Hollyhocks. Phlox. Poblano peppers. Now, yes, I did. I have received my wooden sticks, but all the ones that I've planted are ones that I plan on using year in and year out. So I'm happy to put generalized names like hollyhock on these plastic ones because I'll be using these again and again and again. When it comes to transplanting these into bigger pots, yes, I will definitely use wooden sticks because those wooden sticks wind up in the garden and they will be happy enough to break down as time goes on. These are massive. My goodness, look at these things. They're giant circular seeds, aren't they? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Probably gonna need a fair fingertip. Oop. This is so peaceful out here, and this didn't take me any time at all. I'm probably gonna go get more seeds. Phlox. I love that name. Phlox. Phlox. I think I like it more because of Star Trek than because of the actual name. Dr. Phlox was an amazing character. That smile. I know how much of a fingertip to put down to create a hole or a divot? I do it by the size of the seed. Teeny tiny little feathery seeds just need to be pressed into the top of the soil, like chamomile. These larger ones need just a thin layer. Big ones like those hollyhocks need a bit more of a divot. But why? Because the more soil that covers them, the longer it's going to take the water to infiltrate the seed and begin the germination process. Larger seeds need more soil around them, so it'll be better for them. Have more water surrounding the seed coat for longer. Those teeny tiny little seeds usually germinate faster. And so they don't need as much soil surrounding them, and you don't want them to have to fight to get to the surface. Oop. Don't want that one. There we go. There are exceptions to the rule, but I figure those out as I go along. Need one more. All right. All the Baker Creek babies have an opportunity to grow. Merlot lettuce, balloon flower, white gomphrena, orange cosmos, black hollyhock, purple phlox, and a poblano pepper. Wow. You can see the robins having breakfast. I have managed to dig out the second half. I'm going to wind up disturbing the robin here, but I got to get closer. I dug out the second half of the strip, and now I am going to employ my tactic that I use for my raised beds, because I don't want the roots and the crowns that are still in the layer of dirt, the two berms on the sides. I don't want those roots getting down into that stony layer and really getting hold. It's going to have a lot more food this year, and I want to be able to pull those weeds as easily as possible. Good bird, good robin.
Flashing lights dance with fire in the night. I'm wired. Watch the time pass us by. Is this feeling lying? Could you pass the lighter? Yeah, I'm trying to keep my cool. Nicotine in my veins, flaming up the sides. What am I supposed to do? Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo. Put me in a mode. Put me in a mode. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. attention, watching your every smile like your television. In your eyes I see myself, I'm falling. Make it make sense, it must be the temptation speaking. What am I supposed to do, cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo, put me in the mood. Put me in the mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hope and solution. Hope and solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hope and solution. Hope and solution. Hope and solution.
Well, now I'm finally done. You can see there's no evidence of that cardboard down there, which is exactly how I want it. Now this is a very thin layer of soil because of the rocky ground beneath. So I will be adding a generous layer of compost on top. And that too will help break down all these little bits and pieces and roots in here, as well as the activity of whatever I plant in here. Now, why did I use cardboard instead of something like weed cloth? Well, it's very simple. Cardboard is cheap. It arrives my house from Amazon packages. I can pick it up from neighbors and they don't care if I'm, asking for their recyclables. They just want it gone. So cardboard costs me little to nothing. Weed cloth might cost me up to $5 a foot, and this is just too many feet to mess with. Ooh, it is January 30th. It is 32 degrees outside, and it is time for me to start my day in here. Lots and lots of babies up. These need a bit of water. Let's see if there are any new ones. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Merlot lettuce is up. And everything gets moved over once it comes up. Haha. Mini bok choy. Good morning. Yep. And of course, the Shiji Masai greens, they are always one of the first up. Uh-oh. Running out of room. Let's see. Any anything here? I don't see anything over here. I don't see any. Oh, that might be, that is mustard. Mustard's up. Good. Move them over here because this is raised up so that it's a little closer to the light. Now, my other task for the day is to, in this freezing cold weather, get my hose out there. But Linda, you just put cardboard down underneath the soil in the second section. Yes, and cardboard does soak up water. So not only is that cardboard out there under that soil going to help prevent weeds from coming up from the stony soil beneath, it is also going to help me a little bit with retaining water for the strip itself. I really need to get the hose out now because tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I have to go and get my first load of compost, which will be good. I'm not sure if I want to leave that there or if I want to move it over to the end there, because that has to be covered with cardboard too, if I have enough cardboard. I did use a lot of cardboard on that strip. So, I guess I should get to it.